Ohio State announcing Friday that head coach Ryan Day had tested positive for the coronavirus. Then Friday evening, another group of positive tests forced Ohio State to pause all football activities and cancel their game with Illinois on Saturday. The program will resume team activities when its medical staff determines it's safe to do so based on Big Ten protocols. So Ohio State's path to the Big Ten championship game has narrowed significantly. This according to Big Ten rules. In order to play in the conference championship game, a team must play at least 6 games. The Buckeyes have played 4 games with just 2 left. But if the average number of all games played by Big Ten teams falls below 6, then teams will be considered. And right now, the average games played is 4.6 with 2.6 left for each team. So quite a few more cancellations would have to happen for that average to go down. With more, here's our Heather Dinich.
If by chance Ohio State cannot qualify for the Big Ten Conference Championship game, but it finishes the season undefeated, that would not eliminate the Buckeyes from the CFP discussion. That's because the college football playoff has not established a minimum number of games that need to be played to qualify for a semifinal this year. Now, what would happen is the Buckeyes wouldn't have that tiebreaker of the conference championship title that the selection committee uses when comparing teams that are similar. So it wouldn't have that on the resume, but we've seen that before because when Notre Dame is an independent, that's exactly how they're treated by the committee as well.
As promised, Jim Mora is back with us here on SportsCenter. And Jim, we both heard what Heather Dinich had to say about Ohio State and its chances to stay in that conversation to be in the college football playoff. What's your take?
Well, I think it's very complicated, Linda. Obviously, if things clear up and they're able to play their final 2 games, win them and get to the Big Ten championship game, win that, they're 7-0. They're in the college football playoff without a doubt, in my opinion. Now, if one of their 2 final games gets canceled, then they don't have enough games to qualify for the Big Ten championship, which means they've only got 4 or 5 games on their resume. And I'll tell you what, for me, that would be a tough one. That would be tough to put a team with only 4 or 5 chances to go out and compete in the college football playoff.
Let's move on to Oregon State. What a shocker, what a thriller, what a finish for Oregon State, upsetting Oregon, sending Oregon to its first loss of the year. So what does this mean for the Ducks and their Pac-12 playoff hopes?
Well, I think the Pac-12 is done. I think Oregon's done. I think the fact that USC had their game canceled tomorrow means you can say goodbye to the Pac-12 once again in the college football playoff.
Great stuff. Jim Mora, thanks as always for being part of the show.
My pleasure.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.